Donald Trump Jr. and his girlfriend, Kimberly Guilfoyle, were at UCLA to promote his upcoming book. And he got booed, but it wasn't by people on the left, it wasn't by leftist students. It was by individuals who are actually pretty hardcore right-wingers. Now, according to the Washington Post, rebukes came from a crowd of young people who rank among the most ardent and extreme supporters of President Trump.
Oops.
Turns out they were upset because Don Jr. didn't want to take questions from the audience. And so things became a little chaotic. Watch.
See what I mean? And that is the problem. And the reason oftentimes it doesn't make sense to do the Q&A is not because we're not willing to talk about the questions, because we do. No, it's because people hijack it with nonsense looking to go for some sort of soundbite. You have people spreading nonsense, spreading hate to try to take over that room.
No,
that's the real issue in the room.
Because you're not making your parents proud by being rude and disruptive and discourteous. We are happy to answer a question. Respect the people around you so that they can hear. You don't play by the same rules. Let me tell you something. I bet you engage and go on online dating because you're impressing no one here to get a date in person. How many people have you catfished?
That's funny. It looks like Kimberly Guilfoyle got triggered. And by the way, the guy sitting next to her, Charlie Kirk, who put on the event, I remember him getting triggered and yelling, "I live like a capitalist every day, Cenk.
I get dirty every single year."
No, my favorite is like his awkward, he's so clearly uncomfortable and he has this awkward look on his face while Kimberly Guilfoyle thinks that she's doing like a sick burn against people who are on their side politically.
They're Trump supporters. They're most angry apparently at Charlie Kirk, as we're gonna show you.
Yeah.
But the title again of Donald Trump's book is Triggered.
It's amazing. It is amazing. All right, so let me give you the deets on why people are upset with Charlie Kirk. So according to the Post, a number of conservatives, some in Make America Great Again caps and pro-Trump attire, began to shout at the president's son and political advisor 20 minutes into the event, moderated by Turning Point USA founder Charlie Kirk after learning that the Q&A session had been canceled. So there are apparently two dueling right-wing groups. There's Turning Point USA, and then there's, believe it or not, a group that might even be worse than Turning Point USA, although they're both pretty bad, and that is America First, right? So Nick Fuentes is the guy who's behind America First, and he says the following: "Our problem is not with Donald Trump Jr., who is a patriot. We are supporters of his father. Our problem is with Charlie Kirk's Turning Point USA organization that shuts down and smears socially conservative Christians and supporters of President Trump's agenda. We are America First." Now, why do I say that this group might be a little worse than Turning Point USA?
They're definitely worse.
Yeah, they openly talk about an ethno-state and white supremacy. Nick Fuentes went to the hate march in Charlottesville, Virginia. They don't hide it. Turning Point USA tries to hide their white supremacy.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, they'll go and talk to people that are white supremacists, encourage people, and then every time they get their hand caught in the cookie jar, they're like, "Oh no, we're not in favor of white supremacy." And look, even if they're not in favor of white supremacy, what Turning Point USA does is really insidious because they take money from incredibly wealthy Republicans and try to spread their propaganda in all these college campuses, saying, "Now remember, you got to be conservative Christian, you got to be all these things, and black people, they got a problem with their culture in Chicago, and all these, and the immigrants, the Muslims, etc. But most importantly, tax cuts for the rich." So that's the whole point of Turning Point USA, and it's insidious in the way that a lot of the establishment is, unfortunately, in this country. The America First guys are just over the top, racist, anti-Semitic, etc. So I mean, pick your poison, but yeah, I think America Worse is clearly worse.
So let's watch a little more of the chaos unfolding at this UCLA event for Triggered.
We're willing to hear them. They're usually not willing to hear us. So I asked a simple question.
I think she's triggered, Don.
Thank you for advertising the book. We appreciate it.
Record low unenforcement, record low in unemployment for women, for blacks, for African Americans. for the Asian Americans in this country.
The furthest leftist on a college campus, right? It doesn't happen that way. We're willing to listen. We're willing to listen.
So they're chanting Q&A because they want a question and answer portion. Weird how these right-wingers want to silence students who just have some questions they want to ask.
Yeah, wait a minute. I thought they were in favor of free speech on college campuses. And here they are saying, no, we do not want you to speak. You're only to be spoken to, and you sit there and shut up and listen. Now, why don't they want to take the questions from the most avid Trump supporters? Because they're gonna get up and ask about the deep state and how the Jews run everything. And that puts Donald Trump Jr. and Kimberly Guilfoyle and Charlie Kirk in an awkward position, because that's how they win votes, but they don't want to admit it. So that's why they're like, shut them up, okay? We want that stuff to happen behind the scenes, but we don't want to be complicit in it.
Exactly, and things got so out of hand that the event was cut short, and it ended with them like running off the stage. Take a look.
If you were unclear earlier about who was causing disruptions, they made that fairly clear by chanting "America first" at the end there. So this also puts a lie to the claim that, it's only the left who doesn't want free speech on college campuses and interrupts these poor conservative speakers. And obviously here's the right wing interrupting conservative speakers and all speakers. It's a hilarious, ridiculous talking point that the right wing just loves freedom of speech. Neither side of this equation, both right wing, wanted free speech. Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.